So, Thanksgiving is next week. Did you know AAA is projecting less than 50 million Americans hitting the road, the most dramatic one-year drop since the Great Recession of 2008? We are back this afternoon with Most Wanted Monday. Lieutenant Tim Robinson with the Wycomico County Sheriff's Office. So what does the Thanksgiving travel season mean for the Sheriff's Department?
Well, the biggest thing is we normally would see a huge influx of cars, especially on the main highways of US 13 and Route 50 on that night before, the afternoon, the night before of Thanksgiving. Traffic itself usually dies off to nothing on Thanksgiving Day, but with all the COVID guidelines, restrictions, advisories, and more people staying home, it's definitely going to be different traveling this year.
So you're going to have your hands full anyway, huh?
Yeah, we always do.
Always do. Always do. Okay, so we do know for a fact that there are 4 people that you are no longer looking for.
Yes, and some of them may have gotten out already, and some of them may be looking at having their turkey roll in jail. But
Brandon Conaway was one of them. Let's see, Durante Jones was apprehended as well. As a matter of fact, just this morning we got a couple more words about Philip Morris Johnson and Calvin Kellman also have been found. So they are off the list for now, but you have a new list for us.
Yep, I've got 6 more individuals, and they're not necessarily new people, but they're 6 people I'm hoping your viewers can shed some light on and tell us, where we can find them.
All right, well, let's talk about Shalonda Wynette Batson.
All right, Shalonda Batson. We've profiled her before. We have got some tips on her, but please, if you know where she is or current whereabouts, just give us a ring at Crime Solvers. We last saw her to have an address in Parsonsburg. She's 49 years old, and we have been looking for her for a couple of years on a circuit court bench warrant that was issued when she decided not to make an appearance to answer the charges surrounding a theft case in the circuit court. So if anybody knows where Ms. Batson is, all you have to do is pick up the phone and call Crime Solvers.
See if you recognize James Lester Bowden III.
James Bowden III, he's 39 years old. We last know him to have an address in Princess Anne, and we have a warrant. We've also been looking for him for a few years. The warrant's been active ever since he decided not to make an appearance to answer drug charges in the circuit court.
This is Bryce Joseph Butler.
Bryce Butler, we last know him to have an address in Ocean View, Delaware. However, we know him to have some addresses up in the Baltimore area. We have a district court bench warrant that was just issued over the summer. He had been convicted in a DUI case, but he violated the terms of his probation. So if anybody knows where Bryce Butler is, just pick up the phone and give Crime Solvers a ring.
Do you remember seeing Jodi Lynn Campbell anywhere?
Jodi Campbell, she's 37 years old. We last saw her to have an address here in Salisbury, but she is wanted on a bench warrant that was issued when she did not make an appearance in the court to answer charges in a drug possession case.
This is Damon Lee Dillard.
Damon Dillard, he's 35 years old. We have addresses for him in both Seaford, Delaware, and Federalsburg, Maryland. And he's wanted on a circuit court bench warrant that was issued over the summer in a case where he had been arrested with CDS possession with the intent to distribute, and he violated the terms of his pretrial conditions. We also have a district court arrest warrant that was issued over the summer for escape in the second degree because we could not bring him back in over these violations of the conditions of release.
And finally, take a good look at Kevin Maurice Franklin Sr.
Kevin Franklin Sr., he's 34 years old. We believe him to be right here in Salisbury still, and he's wanted by the sheriff's office on a circuit court bench warrant that's issued back in the spring for violating the terms of his pretrial condition in a case where he had been charged with drug possession. We also have a second warrant for him that was issued for failure to appear to answer a violation of probation hearing in a case where he'd already been convicted of assault in the second degree. We also have a third warrant for him because he did not show up to answer the charges of a theft, where he'd been charged with theft in a trespassing case.
We leave that number on the screen for you all the time, and there's always someone there to answer it, right?
Yes, the number is 410-548-1776. And the phone number's answered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Even on Thanksgiving Day, somebody's going to be there to take your call.
Lieutenant Tim Robinson, Wycomico County Sheriff's Office, thank you again for everything you do. And that No Shave November beard's looking pretty good.
Thank you. I wish everybody in my family enjoyed it, but I think it's pretty cool.